Hi everyone, this is Dr. Jawad. If you're new to my channel, thank you for watching. If you haven't done so already, it will take you 2 seconds. It helps the YouTube logarithm and Google and all the search engines. Hit the subscribe button down below, and right next door to it is a bell notification, because when I upload videos like this, you'll be first to be notified. If you're watching on Facebook, thank you very much. I always appreciate a growing audience. Hit the like button down below, and if you find this information very valuable, please share with a friend or share on your page. I always appreciate a growing audience. Thanks for watching. Hello everyone, this is Dr. Jawad. I want to talk about an important blood marker on blood labs. It's called C-Reactive Protein. Now, if you find this information valuable and would you like to schedule a consultation with me, please go to my webpage. The link is down below, and we can schedule a consultation for 15 minutes and see if I can help you out. Because of the C-reactive protein, this is an important marker, and what it is, it's a value of inflammation in the body. Now, just an FYI, we are inflamed all the time. So as of right now, for me, sure, if you measure my blood marker with the C-reactive protein, I am going to have elevated levels. Is it going to be elevated levels to cause an alarm? Probably not. Okay, but what it does, it's an indicator of how much inflammation is in the body. Now, the C-reactive protein is very important because, again, it's an inflammatory marker in the blood. It's a protein. It's a better indicator of heart disease. It's a better indicator of heart disease than cholesterol, because when I do blood panels and people are asking me about heart disease related to cholesterol versus heart disease related to C-reactive protein and coupled with homocysteine, yes, C-reactive protein is a better indicator coupled with homocysteine levels of heart disease. Just an FYI. What it is, we have an immune system. We have an acute phase and we have a chronic phase. This is part of the cell-mediated immunity. This is the acute phase. Okay, this is very prompt. Okay, this is the Th1 response, not the Th2 response with the antibodies. So this is like when the fire alarm first goes off. Okay, is it smoke in the kitchen? Is it a little tiny candle, or are you burning the kitchen down where, yes, it's going to let off the smoke alarm? Okay, this is why this is important to understand. So the thing about C-reactive protein, yes, it is a protein marker. It's ring-shaped, it's a pentameric protein, and it has 5 different subunits. Now, when it comes to where it's made, we make it by the hepatocytes in the liver. Okay, so remember what I said earlier. We have C-reactive protein, we have inflammatory markers floating around the system because this is an indicator that something is wrong in here if it's elevated. So let's say we have an infection, an acute reaction. Infection, bacteria, we hurt ourselves, so forth and so on. What happens is that our first responders, very acute, prompt, our T cells and our macrophages, that's part of that cell-mediated immune response, they secrete what's called cytokines, interleukin 6 and interleukin 1b. What those cytokines are, that sounds the alarm. That says, okay, something's wrong, something is wrong in here. What it does, it tells the liver to produce more C-reactive protein within the bloodstream. So what happens? Now we have increasing circulating in the blood C-reactive proteins. So you can see here you have increased CRP in the bloodstream, and it does 3 different functions. One of the functions it does, it binds with dead and dying cells. Okay, and it wants to go through a system called apoptosis. That's programmed cell-mediated cell death. Now what it does, it binds to lysophosphatidyl-choline on the surface of the dead cell. So the dead cells actually have these receptors that the CRP binds to it. Okay, and then what it does, it recruits the complement system. Now the complement system to the immune response, it actually enhances the immune response. That's like calling out the army. Okay, we need more people coming in. That's the complement system. We need the recruitments. We need more antibodies. We need more phagocytes. Why? Because that infection is that big, we need to call the 2nd and 3rd string army. So then it invites the phagocytic cells, which kills the cells, which then lowers the infection. And then we're done. Also, what it does to bacteria. Okay, same thing. It adheres to the bacteria. Now, the bacteria has receptors on the cell. Okay? It binds the receptors, it recruits the complement system. What's a complement system? That's a system that says, hey, we need more antibodies, we need more phagocytes, we need to, again, we need more recruitment. Then what does it? That ends up killing the bacteria. Third, what it does, we have inflammation going on all the time in our tissues. When you're sitting on your butt, the reason why you shift in your seat, why? Because the pain receptors in your butt start to scream, we get inflammation, we want us to move. Or if we're out and about and we have some type of cell damage to our skin, or arterial damage, or inside organ damage, what it does, again, inflamed tissue, it binds to the receptors on the tissue. Same thing, it recruits the chemical factors. Now let's talk about an immune response. Let's talk about an allergy. Okay, then it recruits the chemical factors, the histamines, the leukotrienes. Why? Because again, what it wants to do, it wants to put down the infection. So C-reactive protein is a very important part of how our body says something is wrong in here. And again, it's measured on a blood panel. Now again, if you do have elevated C-reactive protein levels, one of the things I'm always keen to do is diet. Watch the diet, okay? No gluten, no sugar, processed foods, because why? Because you want to lower that insulin response. When you increase the insulin response, what happens? It creates inflammation, systemic inflammation. This could be the reason why you have elevated C-reactive protein levels. Supplements, CoQ10. Coenzyme CoQ10 has multiple benefits to the body. It's great for the tissues, it's great for the muscles, it's great for the immune system because it gives it energy to work. Fish oil. Fish oil as well. Fish oil is phenomenal to lower systemic inflammation. It helps control this, the alarm factor. It doesn't take the batteries out of the alarm. What it does, it helps control it because it decreases the inflammation before it gets hot enough for the macrophages to scream, hey, we need more help. Vitamin C. Vitamin C is phenomenal for the immune system. Vitamin K2 and stinging nettle. So those are the things that I would always recommend to do if you find out that you have elevated C-reactive protein levels in your blood. So again, we need it. It's part of our immune response. It tells the body that something's wrong in here. So I hope this helps. If you have any inquiries and want to get a hold of me, please follow the link down below. I always appreciate the comments. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.